They are a super cool bunch of guys. Hey, you guys, good morning. Welcome to Get Real with Rick Dancer. We have discovered that the workshop for Santa is not in the North Pole. It's actually located in downtown Eugene at Eugene Toy and Hobby. We're going to be talking about this is the fifth generation this family has been operating this. We're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about Toys for Tots. And our show is sponsored by Dave Kammerer with Summit Funding. So how did you get the idea for this?
Well, Rick, it's Christmas time and toy time, and this is a Eugene institution. This family, I think it's the fifth or sixth generation. They've been running this show here for 80-some years.
And
so
you were
special.
You were at an event or something, and you started talking, and all of a sudden you went, "Uh-oh, Rick and I need to do this."
Yeah, these are people that I've known for a long, long time, and I've been a customer here myself. So I think it's neat that we need to showcase a local business that's had a family that's been generational and has not succumbed to big box stores or the Amazon.
All right, so you guys, we're going to go inside, find out a little bit more about Eugene Toy and Hobby. And, you know, toy and hobby stores are kind of a dying breed in this country. All right, here we go. That's the man at the counter. That is great hair. Okay, gentlemen, introduce yourselves.
Hi, Mark Agater.
And you are?
Hi, I'm Alan Agater.
So scoot together real
Yes,
fast.
sir.
So how long, you guys are you brothers?
We are. He's the much older one.
Oh, thanks.
This is live. I can't change. I
rivalry,
can't
that's
help
what
it.
it is.
So tell me how this place got started.
Well, that's a good question. It started before we were even involved. Somebody started a little gift store that was across from the Eugene Hospital and Clinic, kind of the de facto gift shop for the hospital. Our grandfather retired here from Tucumcari, New Mexico in 1928. Started getting involved, a retirement project that just grew till it wasn't, retirement anymore. Too much work. So called our grandparents in 1933. They came out here, kind of like the Beverly Hillbillies, packed everything up and moved in, and just took off from there. And that's when we date our age from, is the 1933 move.
So Toys R Us even went under. How do you guys survive in a market like this? How do you survive?
I think working in your own business is pretty humbling. We don't try to do something we're not good at. We just do what we do. We try to stress personal service. We like our customers. We like talking with them and helping them. So it's just fun for us.
So show me the old pictures. You guys, I want to show you real quick, and then we're going to go look around at some toys. So this is the original.
This is grandfather Byron, my dad Paul, our dad Paul, and their first employee sometime around late 30s, not sure exactly when.
Look at that.
This is a snowfall that occurred in the 50s. Is my dad knocking snow off of the awning. You can see the old City Hall and the cafe where we are now, actually standing, new building. This was another location. They bulldozed this building in 1969 to build the Overpark. That's when we moved here. And one of the activities was very popular back in the 60s were model car contests. This just shows the staggering amount of entries that Dad received when he sponsored these events. This is our grand opening in this location in 1969. A few changes since then. We purchased this cafe building, bulldozed that, and expanded back in the late 80s.
69, that was also the year of the big snow, if you remember. So we were at the new location for 3 feet of snow on the valley floor.
Yeah, that was crazy. Just crazy. I remember Dad hired a whole bunch of, we have flat roof, and he hired a whole bunch of neighborhood kids to come down and shovel the roof so it wouldn't collapse. The Kmart building collapsed, and other buildings around town collapsed at that time.
Okay, so here's the killer.
Yeah,
look at
50 years. Look at those young guys.
So that's your dad and you two.
Yeah, that's correct.
70s, huh? Look at that.
We solicited donations of a bunch of antique toys and put together kind of a cool display window at that time. It's a Shirley Temple doll and a bunch of old Lionel trains.
So and the generation is going to continue in the family.
That's correct. Alan's son Andrew, my nephew, has come into the business and represents the 5th generation. So
Thanks, you guys.
That's exciting.
Go talk to him.
Come here, buddy. So, tell me, how did you get into this?
I started out of graduating high school, just started working the summer, and right after that it kind of just turned to full-time pretty quickly.
So show me what you guys are known for. We got, obviously.
Absolutely. The trains, real big. That's something we really pride ourselves on. We kind of have the hobbies along the back wall here, the railroad. Some of our railroad guys, Dave and Rodek here.
Hey, railroad guys. Good.
Test track here for our HO scale trains. This is pretty good. This is about the most common thing that we see in here is the HO scale. So,
What?
Sounds like a dog barking.
It does, Dave. So this, I mean, you have everything in here for trains. Look at this.
try to. This is a different scale. This is N scale over here, and we have our HO scale in the case right here. But there's a lot of different scales, and we don't have all of them, but these are the most popular ones for us. And then over here, this is probably our most.
Oh my God, look at this.
Here, the RC cars. You can do a total customization, as you see in that
What?
Jeep right there. This big rock crawler over here. It's also just extremely fast.
So people make those up.
They can, yeah. A lot of them come in kit form, or excuse me, not kit form, but ready to run. Sometimes you just add batteries or battery chargers to the kits, and they're ready to go. But this is Jason here. He is
Hey, Jason.
our RC guru.
So what can you? I mean, you got this is like an auto parts store.
Yes, it's a slightly smaller scale, but we have all the same nuts and bolts as the big guys.
So who's into this?
Any kind of person. I mean, at some point, everybody's had some fun, and they come here and they remember that, and they want a piece of it, and we try to help.
So is the best thing for you is when somebody tries it, and then they want it, they're hooked.
Oh yeah, they see somebody playing with it somewhere, and they kind of come, and there's a lot of people that ask questions, and then there's a lot of people that just come in and they know what they want.
Thank you. Of course. So now what's this the same thing?
Back here, yep, modeling supplies, getting into RC aircraft, as you see on the ceiling, see across the way. And then down here, plastic modeling also is real big for us.
Okay, so
lines the ceiling too here. So that's a lot of fun. And we've got model aircrafts, we've got tanks, ships. Of course, we have to have model cars. We've got a whole bunch of those. These are about as hottest thing in the model department that we have, these Gundam kits. They are huge.
Transformer.
Seriously, see, I don't have kids anymore, so I don't know these things. But this is why because you don't find this at a regular toy store.
Not that I'm familiar with, but I stick here. I don't go to too many other toy stores, to be honest with you. But yeah, these are great. A lot of these are snap-together kits with these Gundams. You can do customization with different painting and a whole bunch of different accessories, but they're pretty simple at times. Some of them can be very extensive though. So. Some of them are good for beginners. Some of them are definitely for the experienced modeler.
Wow, I used to put model cars together. Did you ever do that?
Absolutely.
When I was a kid? Like these. This is what I did.
Revell was one of my favorite
Oh my
brands.
God, look at that. I
AMT,
love that
they're still
Bronco.
making them.
Oh, well, you're like a car dude, too, so you probably really know these
It all
things.
fits very nicely with the radio control cars.
Dave puts together the real car.
How about slot cars? You ever get into
I
those?
have.
Yeah.
Aurora AFX.
What is this?
This is AFX, yeah. It's still around.
Yep.
Doing great. You can have 2-lane tracks. We have a big 4-lane track. This one is amazing. It actually has 18 different international raceways. So
Oh my God,
that
that was
one.
the best present I ever had when I was a kid. It was like an H2 whatever track that my parents got from somewhere. And I remember they got the wrong one. They ran out of the one they ordered, so they gave us the next model up. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
had 4 tracks instead of just 2.
Well, that
And we played with that thing all Christmas. So this is basically what we're talking about.
that's the same thing. Pretty
Do they
darn
have
fun.
RC construction equipment?
I know it's out there. We don't have a lot of the construction equipment, but yeah, it is definitely out there.
Matt, you're going to have to look around. Oh, man. So what else? Oh, Hot Wheels are still...
Big time. Yep, Hot Wheels are as popular as they've ever been with us. They do really well. Anything from just a single car up to a big, huge track that you'll find up here.
Oh, my gosh.
There's some collector items in this area too.
And of course, we also have some of the extreme classics. You've got to have your board games. We have a massive puzzle collection here.
So are puzzles really popular?
They are for us. They're very, very popular for us. Anything from a 50-piece puzzle all the way up to a 3,000-piece. We try to carry just about everything we can from the companies we order
And a
from.
thing you won't see anywhere else is a puzzle collection like this.
Well-
Off the shelf, ready to go.
Well, and look at your games. My wife would go crazy in here. Oh, that's one that's very appropriate for me.
That'll work for you.
But look at, and these, I love Ticket to Ride.
Yep, it's a blast. That's one of our favorites at home. We've got the big 10th anniversary edition. It's a whole bunch of fun.
So what is so fun about this for you? As a young guy, how old are you?
Be 30 in January, so I love the idea of the family tradition. I have 2 kids now with our family at home, and the idea that there's something, not that they have to obviously, but if they ever want to get into the business, we're here. It's something that you don't find quite everywhere, and something that we're really proud of.
So local is really important. I was hearing a commercial this morning, and because today is Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
And people saying, don't. They had an approval rating that people were 60% of people were unhappy with either delivery or it didn't come on time or whatever it was, and they were encouraging people to do local. Why is that so important? I mean, for a guy like you.
Well, that's exactly who we are. We're local people here in the community. We also buy local ourselves. I shop next door with our local neighbors here. The money stays here in the community. Not all of it, obviously, but a large part of it. And it goes right back into the people who are here.
And you're going to be more likely to have something that nobody, if you're looking for something tough, you're not going to find it at Brand X big box store.
I can't tell you how often we hear people, oh, they're sold out, we couldn't find it anywhere. And well, we've got it right here for you. So, a lot of times it's great to have that item ready to go for people. And, we have it right here. You can look at it. We can open the box up if you really need to see what's inside. A lot of times, like we were looking in the railroad department or in the RC car department, those guys are making sure that they're running properly. And if they're not, we're going to help fix it up for you.
So last Toys for Tots. You're into this, Dave, this Toys for Tots thing that they're doing. So tell me what you're doing with Toys for Tots.
This is our 4th year teaming up with Toys for Tots. We do a big toy drive. We accept donations from just about anywhere. We've got boxes up front. We also do a big toy buy ourselves. They were in here. They did a big toy buy, but it's just, trying to help out the people who really need a little extra this time of year.
So and the advantage to doing it here would be if you're, rather than the big box store, I'm just going to push it, why not? Is because then you're also helping the local economy at the same time. So you're not only doing something great for kids who need a toy, but you're also helping local economy. And you depend on people here.
Absolutely. Yeah, the people who walk in, they're our neighbors, they're our friends, but it's why we're here. We're here to help. We're here to service the community, and I think we do a good job at it. And we're trying to stick here, not for this generation, but the next one too.
God, people are really into railroad stuff, aren't they?
It's big.
That's crazy. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Oh, man. Dave, thanks.
All right, it's been great. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Can I ask you one question?
Sure.
I know you don't like doing this, but not this. But I bought my house that I've lived in for 22 years. Dave's with Summit Funding, and we bought it at Christmas time. So this is a time, isn't it a good time because a lot of people are kind of, well, I don't know if I, so you can get that house you're looking
I
for.
think if you're a seller or a buyer right now, you're serious.
Right. And this is that time of year when you can grab it. This is when I got my house for a great deal. So if you're looking for somebody who can do all the unusual things and they can make it work, Dave's team over at Summit Funding is the place to go. Thanks for sponsoring this.
My pleasure.
We
Rick.
appreciate
Thank
it. And you guys, again, when you're doing your Christmas shopping, Eugene Toy and Hobby, they've been here forever.
86 years.
80. He's a numbers guy. He adds that up really fast. I'm not. All right, so that's it for now. And be sure and stop in here. Tell them you saw this and share this on your page so that other people will know where to go. If you shop local and that's the kind of person you are, this is where you need to be. All right, have a good day. It's cold. See you, David.